afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas and New Year celebrations. And yeah, here we are in 2025, and it's time to get cracking once again, and yeah, really knuckle down now and get the car back on the road. So just going to introduce you to my my little sidekick in the garage, who you might have seen a glance of once or twice. So this is Elsie. Elsie, hello, say hello. Hello. She is an English cream golden retriever. She will be 1 year old next week. In fact, she shares my birth date, so we're both going to be celebrating with a couple of cocktails next week. So so yeah, it's taken a while for me to kind of introduce her into the garage, because as you're well aware, you know, like over 2 years ago now, I lost my little sidekick, the garage foreman, well, little Westy, little mate called Kel, and I still miss him terribly. So yeah, it's time for Elsie to join me in the garage. Right, so yeah, a couple of jobs really. Well, this job has been there quite a while. Been meaning to get around to it, scuff all this, clean it out, and give it a nice coat of paint, and get that sorted out. Starting to prep now for when the engine comes back. And speaking of the engine, I've been spoke to Baz just before Christmas. Gave me some bad news where there was some damage. They stripped the oil pump down. Expectation was it was going to be, you know, decent enough to reuse, and because they're pretty good. And as I alluded to, it was a GTi 6 pump that was fitted in that. However, there's been damage on the spindle inside the on the shaft, so that is a write-off. So I'm now having to look for an oil pump. So I've seen one online, put one off Havy, a BGA one. Not really sure on the quality of those. I've seen the Bilstein one online in a couple of places. And short of going genuine Peugeot and going to Spooks and spending best part of 400 quid on one, I am not going to do that. So the temptation is now pretty much find Febby Bilstein one and fit one of those on. So the Baz and the guys will open it up, have a look inside, and just check things before it's put back together and back in the engine. So I'm a bit of a bottleneck for the lads at the minute in terms of getting the engine reassembled and getting it sent back up here. Well, either sent back up here and going down to collect it. Not sure yet. Not at that stage yet anyway. So that's the job for today's video. Feels strange being in here lining a job up, but a couple of other jobs I've been doing as well is the old bolts for the thermostat housing. Look completely and utterly garbaged, so I'm going to swap those out for some stainless steel ones. And I also spent a couple of quid on some washers for the rocker cover, or the cam covers I should say. I'm not in 1972 anymore, but so I've got some nice tapered ones. Obviously that's loose because there's no nothing to receive the screw. So I've fitted a couple of those on. I think nice finishes it nicely, because obviously the previous ones, they were just flat washers. Where are they? They were these stainless steel flat washers. Let's get that off. It didn't look too bad, but I think you'll agree they look better with these chamfered ones. So yeah, pretty happy with how they've turned out. Pretty happy with that. So one of the things I've got to sort out this year is get a vinyl cut for these. As you can see, remember I told you in the previous video, this is a stencil, or kind of a type of a brass rubbing that I took of it. So I'm hoping the my graphics chap can scan it and scale it 1:1, so I can so he can then cut me some silver vinyl, so we can cover these just to bring it out a little bit. So it should look pretty good when it's finished. So what I'm going to do is wait for the garage to warm up, give the servo a scuff, and mask down some bits. And what I'm also going to do is I'm taking some inspiration from motorbikes, or racing motorbike master cylinders. Is I'm going to buy a couple of 1980s kind of fluffy towely wristbands, and I'm going to actually fit it over this and around the seals, because as you know, if you've ever had a 205, especially a GTi, and you drive it pretty spiritedly, then you'll know that they leak, they weep a little bit, and of course it's led to me having this issue with this. So I'm hoping that will trap anything. So the plan is, every once in a while, cut the old one off, put a new one in, so that will hold the brake fluid in there. So at least that's the goal. Either a little hairband type thing or a wristband. I'm going to buy a few and do some experimentation, which you will see on the channel. So right, I'm going to go and get prepped, get the bits ready to go, and I'll catch you in a bit. Right, after a bit of messing around, I think it's actually pretty decent. As you probably saw earlier on, as you will have seen it earlier on in the footage, it reacted. I thought there was a chance it might have, but it did. So, you know, I completely cleaned it back, so it actually isn't looking too bad now. The bottom bit here, which is a little bit scruffy, you're not really going to see, because the cam covers are going to be coming back to here, so you're not really going to see that. So it's way tidier than it was. Got a bit of overspray on there, but I'll clean that up. I've got a little bit of Nardo grey left, so I'll touch that up. Nobody's really going to see that either, but if I don't get it sorted now, it'll actually, you know, just do my head in. But that's it. That's that little job done, and another step closer really to getting this getting the car back on the road. So this pipe down here, the water pipe, was held up here, so I'll keep that out the way for now, so nothing interferes with that. So yeah, that's mission accomplished. So we just need to put the bits away, tidy up the rubbish, and I believe this is a good place to finish this video. Yeah, mission accomplished. We'll see how it looks in a couple of days. I'm pretty confident it'll be okay, tidy enough. But like I say, I need to go away and order some some of those furry wristband type things, and just see what will work in there actually. Yeah, all in all, it's not too bad. I'm just going to also give the master cylinder a bit of a clean, a little bit of solvent. That'll come up nicely. A little bit of the thinnest, I think, just to clean the back end of the reservoir where there's just a slight bit of overspray. As you can see, hopefully you can see it, just a little bit. Nothing to write home about. It's all good. So yeah, that's it. A little bit of work for a change, eh? Instead of just standing here and talking to you. But it's been yeah, it's been good to be back, getting hands on. As ever, thanks to you all for your continued support, and welcome to my newest subscribers. We're up now to 949 subscribers, so we're 51 subscribers short of the 1000 mark. So if you could share the channel far and wide, then I would really appreciate that. If we can get to the 1000 subscribers by the end of this year, which I'm hoping is doable, there's certainly going to be plenty of content coming up, so that will definitely boost subscriber numbers. But yeah, as ever, thanks very much for your support. I will catch up with you. It'll probably be in a couple of weeks again. I'm hoping by which time we'll be kind of talking about getting the engine back and start getting things moving to get it back in, put it back in the hole. So take care, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.